Hello, my friends, and welcome to Psalm 34, verse 20. Welcome to Break Time. And he protects all his bones, not one of them will be broken. Often this is looked at as a prophetic version. John repeats this when Jesus is on the cross, that none of his bones are broken. But here's an amazing truth about David. David understood adversity. David understood troubles. And there's something about being physically broken in the midst of a trial, allowing the trial to overcome you to a place of total brokenness. And, you know, Jesus probably, he went through more pain and agony than any of you I could probably ever imagine, because he took on the weight of the sin of the world. And so that adversity is so much more than what we can even begin to fathom. But our adversity we feel the same adversity. But here's what God wants to do. He doesn't want us to be broken in the midst of our situation. He wants us to understand that the verse right before this, that he's close to us. He understands your pain. There's something about remaining standing up in the midst of a situation instead of broken over in spirit, instead of crushed. Because when God ministers to us, he lifts us up and able to look up and to view our situation from his perspective. He keeps us from being broken, and so how can you and I live in that place? I believe David lived in a very safe place. Now you're saying, no, he did not. He was constantly his own child wanted to murder him. What I mean is his heart was in a safe place. His heart was protected. His heart knew what it was like to live in the presence of God continuously, to the place where he wasn't broken. It wasn't devastating. Every moment of, he wanted those moments where God would remove him. But even if God didn't remove him, he knew that that's the place. He lived so much in the now, that's the place that God is at. Oftentimes our brokenness comes because we're living too much in the next. We're anxious about the next. Instead of, David didn't say, well, what if Saul catches me? Or what if my son catches me? It was, I'm going to live right here. I'm going to live right here in this now. What God has graced me with right now, instead of continuously searching for the next and the next moment, living out there in anxiousness, living out there broken, because we don't have any strength. There's no grace, but there's grace for you and I right here in this moment, this unbroken moment with God. So allow yourself to be nourished right there. Be blessed, my friends.